It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Browns 0. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at
the end of all that hitting and hollering. It was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's McCaffrey. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
3rd down.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
McCaffrey on the carry.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Out of the gun now on third down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and of course, get to the quarterback.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He's going to look deep for more. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he's got it up and through.
Ties the game at 7. Mason Crosby set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Irvin to return. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. Now the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll go option to the short side. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
On the carry.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, Do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Browns.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a
good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it. This is Irvin. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Tyler Irvin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Mike 42, no chance.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking, and at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside. The 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Browns' 6-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Browns 14, Chiefs 7.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And
so from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have moved out in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Browns 21, Chiefs 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got this down to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 5-yard line.
That's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Got 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. This is McCaffrey on the give. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Second and goal at the 10-yard line.
From the 10-yard line, here's second and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now they'll run. Murray. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Okay, ready? I'm here all day. Pick me up. Here we go. Point back.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
At the 34-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Irvin. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Cleveland.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. 11 yards there, 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the 2nd half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And the half will begin with a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with him. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with Elliott, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. The open man is Smith. And he goes out right around the 39. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a bit of steam going.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
At the 39-yard line. A gain of a yard.
2nd and 9 now.
2nd and 9.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Good for a Kansas.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. So the opening drive of this third quarter, they're trying to set the tone for the second half.
And without a doubt, they did exactly that. I've known coaches who have said the first 5 minutes of each half are so important to do exactly what you said, which is set the tone. I've also heard coaches talk about the first 5 plays. Let's go out and be aggressive right off the top. That's exactly what they did.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Gain of 20.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive took a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
5-yard attempt.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that's going to tie the ball game at 27 all. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Michael Kendricks made the
no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. They're going to look to throw. That one complete to Hill. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, Using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Carry now for Elliott. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
They go to Elliott again. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And that's caught by Smith. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
31-yard line.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
21-yard line.
Going to get this one down inside the 15. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Toss left to Elliott. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game. And the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you. But for one person to get 3, It almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a game.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play. But the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
So it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
The game at 34. Mason Crosby set to kick off.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab the... Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
For the extra point.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game. Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Kansas City Chiefs.
First, getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
He's across.
Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
It's a pickup,
but they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
That's good.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
The ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
It's gonna take it. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy. One for the safe boy till there's nothing left. And I went to the bed until we all got them buckets.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 27. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Taken down at
the good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Now a first throw here in overtime. Flush to his right. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. This is Elliott. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
On the carry.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6 from the 10. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott, and a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
At the 5-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
Touchdown.
A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we got the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Chiefs, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.